There we go.
Right. We'd like to welcome you all to another edition of the Side Eye Podcast. Longtime Cyclone fans talking about their team. BBJ, Tim, and VJ giving you their non-insider fan take about them Cyclones. Coming off a bye week after the big Cyhawk win, boys got the Arkansas State Red Wolves coming to town, who are fresh off of playing the defending national champion Michigan Wolverines. And they took the L there, as many probably would expect it unless you're like an Ohio State fan. So we welcome them, probably a little bit beat up and with a loss, so I'm sure they'll be looking to get back on track. Well, the Cyclones will be looking to go to 3-0. First thing that jumps off the page about this game is the spread. It's
You surprised?
You
think it's high?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's high. I'm a little surprised it's that high because, I mean, 22 points. I haven't seen an explosive enough offense to give them a 22-point nod. I hope it happens.
So what would you put it at then?
Oh, I'd have had it in the teens.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'd have had it in the
13 or something.
Well, I think I would have had the mid to upper. I mean, 15, 16 points would seem more reasonable to me. I mean, I am no bookie, but yeah, 22 just seems high to me when you haven't blown up the spot yet. So
No.
I mean, I don't know.
Yep.
What do y'all think?
I suppose I'd agree. Especially, I don't know. Especially Cyclones in September, playing a Sunbelt team. Last time we played a Sunbelt team, didn't go so well. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
I mean, I think. Oh, go ahead, BJ.
No. Go ahead. Finish up.
Well, I was going to say, if we want to be where we want to be, that's what the point spread should be, and we should take care of business.
I say we will take care of business. I say that I won't say it's well deserved, but I will say it's an accurate point spread. Their defense is not that great. And the offense is mid, as the kids put it these days. So, I mean, our offense has been mid thus far. Our defense has been good. So I'm gonna say our offense is the exact same thing it has been, but what puts us over the edge of the over/under will be a defensive score or two, or actually, to pull LeBron James, not 2, not 3. Yes, that's what I see.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what good teams should do. I mean, if we're ranked 20th, playing a Sunbelt team, back home after a big win, take care of business.
Speaking of rankings, I know this is off script here, but The Athletic ranks Iowa State number 13.
Really? That's interesting.
Yes. Back to your regular programming now. Sorry about that.
I don't believe in rankings this early. I don't think they should be coming out at the earliest until maybe week 6.
Yeah.
I would be more comfortable around week 8 because then you've really got teams have entered their conference and they've, so I mean, you've already seen some major fails in the ranking systems, but I know people gotta have something to talk about. So, I mean, literally 2 weeks after the national championship, we'll get the way too early 2025 top 25 college football teams. So,
And if your team's there, you're eating it up.
Yep.
You know, you're like, oh
Yep.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
yeah. So you are right. As the 20th ranked team in the country, 22 point should not be an issue with the Arkansas State team that gave up 31 to Central Arkansas, 24 to Tulane, and 28 to Michigan.
And what was the score of their Tulane game?
It was 28-24.
Oh wow.
I mean, not Tulane. Tulsa, my bad.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was like, oh shit, they played Tulane that close. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant Tulsa. So yeah, 28-24 was their Tulsa score. So, you know, I mean, yes, should be a 22 point. Me as a bettor should have zero issue with picking them as a 22 point favorite, but I'm not going to. Because first of all, I mean, first of all, I don't bet on my team. It's just something I don't bet on the Cyclones. I don't bet on the Raiders, Lakers, Avalanche, Pirates. None of them. It's just there's already too much pressure in fandom as it is without putting money online. Guess what? If I decide to put money on Iowa and they go in the toilet, just another reason to hate them. I already hate them, so it's not a big deal. You know, I don't want to be pissed off at my team because all of a sudden I'm short on the rent. But
Yep.
I would bet like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess if you're going to make me pick between the two, the spread or the over under, I probably like the spread more than I like the over under because I don't know unless Iowa State just goes off. I don't see Arkansas State generating enough points to help get to that 51.
Yeah, now that I think about it, that's quite a number. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't expect that either. I mean, off the top of my head,
I'd definitely be going under.
Yeah.
But you know,
because ideally we get it. I would like to see, you know, get a comfortable lead and see most of the second stringers in the fourth. You know, most of the fourth quarter. You know, but
we're about to have splash play after splash play after splash play. I'm telling you.
Run game or pass game?
Passing, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Passing.
Because
are they that bad?
Their rusty is bad. That's what I didn't know if we'd get back on track, get the running game back on track. You know, I think.
We will. We will. Then we'll do a little play action. I'm telling you, man. We're going to see the explosiveness that we want to see out of the Cyclone offense.
Nice. Here we go. Here's our mascot. But
yeah, they both start up at the same time because my dog out here is wanting to get outside.
Well, I already told mine that I'm doing the podcast, so
there we go.
I shouldn't have any interruptions. But I mean, Central Arkansas put up 432 yards on them. 235 of that was rushing. So, you know, that was a 34-31 win for Arkansas State.
So going back to the Iowa game, I like the way we run between the tackles. I mean, we talked about how we just got crushed on the edges. I would like to see that continue. Just try to gut these guys up the middle, you know, and see more of Jackson.
I mean, Tulsa had 163 yards rushing, 200 passing. So, I mean, they're obviously, well, looks like they're susceptible to anything anybody wants. But Michigan rushed for 301 yards on them.
I'm telling you,
So,
if I'm them,
I mean, it is Michigan, and but yeah, I mean, I don't have Sama in my starting lineup this week, but I might have to put him in after looking at these stats.
I think they stacked the box to force us to throw the ball.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think they'd be like,
They got it.
really, you really think they're not going to try to make us run consistently? Let's see if these guys can run consistently on our base defense. Try not to give up anything over the top, and because that would shorten the game too. If we're trying to, not go for the big play and just for a consistent running game.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, if I'm them, I'm also going. Look, we've been gashed game after game after game after game after game.
Yeah,
we've got to start. What do we expect other team to do? Run the ball. I'm gonna mute myself here, so go ahead.
No, I mean, it's definitely going to be a pick your poison kind of thing for Arkansas State.
There you go.
You want to be just stabbed real quick with a big ass knife, or you want death by 1,000 cuts.
right.
You're gonna get bean chops,
Well,
or you're just gonna have them run down your throat.
See, and that's why I think they would want to make us run, because in turn they're not going to throw on us. I have no idea what their rushing game is like, but for them to win, shorten the game, and if they develop some because I mean we've been so far, our rush D hasn't been great, so I think they would go with that. Try to shorten the game both ways. Try to just pray they don't give up any big plays, and try to run the ball on us.
I think that they play fast. They average 83 offensive snaps a game.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's why I think we get the over.
Yeah.
That's why I think we get several. Damn it, we get several 3 and outs. Hang on, I'm gonna let her.
So they had 140 yards against rushing against Central Arkansas, and 317
at Tulsa.
No, I was against Central Arkansas.
Oh, the 317.
317, and they rushed for 140.
Okay.
Against Tulsa, they threw for 255 and rushed for 141. Now, that's 43 rushes so I mean they only had a 3-yard average.
Yeah.
While Tulsa had a 5-yard average when they ran the ball. And then against Michigan, they only rushed for 58 yards.
Yikes. All right.
Threw for 222. They rushed for 58 yards on 25 carries.
Damn. That's rough.
So they had a 2.3 average, while Michigan had a 6.8 average.
All right, Vernon's convincing me now. They do have mobile quarterback though. So what do you think about that? You think that's any issue for us?
Well, I don't think
with
so.
With their young linebackers.
Yeah. No, I'm not too concerned. I mean, no. Actually, I'm not. I'm not concerned for the simple fact is I don't think that they have the playmakers where we got to be so concerned about them that he's got open space to run. This would be a perfect time to work on having a spy.
Campbell said this is the most athletic team we played this year.
Oh,
come on, please, come on, man.
Well, here's the thing is, and I have to equate. I equate everything to what I've seen with college with college football 25 with the video game. On paper, you know, they're quick and they're fast and things like that. But you know what? But that's on paper. And you know, Michigan ain't what they used to be. This year's Michigan ain't last year's Michigan. But they still didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, they still didn't do anything. They're averaging 113 yards a game rushing. Jalen Raynor, athletic dude, yes, absolutely, but you know, Corey Rucker, Courtney Jackson, and Reagan Ely, could they get something off? Sure, not consistently enough where I think that dude's just gonna have free reign to run around and play sandlot football.
Yeah.
Is Rucker their best receiver?
He's their top receiver. You know, he's got 17 catches.
Okay.
For 65.
Okay.
I mean,
wait, for what?
For 265 yards.
Okay, I thought you said 65. I was like, come on now.
Oh. Yeah, so they've got through 3 games, they have 3 dudes with 100 yards, have at least 100 yards of yardage, and 3 dudes in double-digit receptions. One's got 17, 1 13, 1 10. They would. I mean, they've thrown it. They're like 50-50. Thrown it 123 times. They run it 111.
Cool.
But you know, all that stuff kind of changes when you're down. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Quick start.
The longest pass play has been 58 yards. The dude's thrown 5 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and he's rushed for 2 more touchdowns. Rushed for 2 more touchdowns. They only have 4 rushing touchdowns. So he got 2, and then Zach Wallace, the starting running back, has 2. But Raynor has more carries than anybody. He's got 38. Wallace has 34. Next dude has 20. So they're going to be living and dying off of Raynor. But I watched a little of that Michigan game. He took some shots.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm sure his coaches are going to be like, look, you can't take shots. You know, you got to get down, especially against a tackling team. I mean,
well, in
they're going to tell you, you know, you're going to get, it's going to look like there's tons of space there. And then when you get out there, the space is going to be gone and you're going to have to get down. So he's going to have to not let his eyes trick his brain into seeing something that's not there, which is kind of hard to do in that when you're playing a 3-3-5 defense. That's literally designed to make you see shit that ain't there.
Or they are. They're literally everywhere. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, first thing you know, you got 9 dudes in the box. Or the next thing you know, there's 2. And, you know, and you don't know which way they're coming from. And God forbid, all of a sudden they send a corner blitz. And you don't see that coming. So, you know, he's gonna get some stuff off. I have no doubt about that. But enough that I'm concerned. Nah.
Yeah.
Guess what? He didn't get shit off against me when I was playing the game.
Oh,
so.
Well, I'd like to see Singleton and Orange keep up that consistency of just being total disruptors like they were in the second half. Well, I would say that they were the whole freaking game against Iowa. Just keep that up where it's just always a mess in the middle, you know, because that's fun to watch.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Against their offensive line, they should definitely be able to
Yes.
create a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos.
So do
A
you guys
lot.
think the bye week helped us with coming off less flat, not having to worry about a let down?
Yes. There should always be a bye week after Cyhawk.
Think so? Did you like
Yes.
that? You like that?
I like it for either way, win or lose.
Yeah.
Because it's out of the system now. You know, you're not dwelling on a loss,
Yeah.
and you're not too amped up after a win.
Yeah.
And you just, you keep on moving. Okay, it's like, hey, congratulations, we celebrated, or damn, we need to get over this now because we got another game. I mean, that turnaround is so quick to come off of such an emotional game. So I like having the bye there.
Yeah, and what I heard in the press conference, there weren't any questions about the Iowa game. It was all about this week. Whereas last week, they'd still be getting questions about the Iowa game. The Tuesday after. So
absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, no, I would prefer that to always be a damn a bye week after that. So they do got a kid from Omaha North on that line. I remember him, big ass kid. Yeah.
Well, I think
he was on their state championship teams.
There's some kid from Southeast Polk on that team because remember Proctor was going to take. Remember after he came back and like he then he said he wasn't going to Iowa, like he was going to like visit Arkansas State, or maybe it was when he was in high school. I can't remember, but he had an official to Arkansas State because another Southeast Polk kid was down there. I couldn't remember if it was one of their quarterbacks or who it was, but.
I'm looking. I don't see anybody, but
yeah, like I said, if it was in high school, the kid may be gone now. So
yeah. So yeah, no. But if we win, when's the last time Iowa State was 3-0?
In September. That's what was it. Just
when's the last time we started 3-0?
The Hunter Deckers year. The last time we beat Iowa. So yeah, that's the only other one.
2 years ago?
Yeah, because it's the second time Campbell's beat Iowa, and then
who did we beat for the third game?
It was Southeast Missouri, Iowa, and then Ohio, because the return game to Ohio was last year. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
So 3-0 September, huh?
The second one.
I'll take it.
Could be the fourth one since 2010. We start 3-0.
Okay.
That would be nice. That would be nice. So we go in the game. What is it that you want to see out of the Clones?
I think it was just kind of like what we talked about before, just like what DJ said, just take care of business, do what you're supposed to do, blow them out.
Agreed. Oh, I want to see a blowout. I want to see a defensive score. I want my cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I want to see Jalen Noel get a lot of catches, but that's just for selfish reasons. But I want to actually. I would like to see Michigan had a 300-yard rushing game. I'd like to see Iowa State have one.
Yep.
Just to boost the confidence of that offensive line.
Yep.
That's what I would like to see. them to just be out there, just no. I want, what's the damn Cracker Barrel? I want the Cracker Barrel to come to Iowa State with an NIL deal because there was nothing but pancakes all over Cracker Barrel or IHOP.
IHOP, there you go.
Perkins,
I was
somebody.
wondering where that was going. I was like, I
Yeah.
thought there was some connection between Arkansas State and Cracker Barrel or something. I was like, oh shit.
Because I want to see them offer NIL deals because there were so many pancakes from the Iowa State offensive line. I want to see that kind of deal. What's the mullets? That's the new
There we
spot.
go. There we go.
That's
Yeah.
the new spot.
Hey.
According to Gerald, yeah.
The one in Des Moines is outstanding.
So mullets, flipping jacks, whatever, the Grove, whoever serving pancakes. I want them to be like, oh, I think we got something here. Look at all the pancakes that just going to happen. But I like to see the offensive line just be out there just mauling dudes.
Yeah.
Because they haven't mauled anybody and I don't know when.
No, it's been a long time.
I mean, you can say on paper it looked like they just beat the hell out of K-State. But, 3 big ass runs contributed to a lot of those yards.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, they had to make the hole.
No.
They had to make the hole.
I'm gonna give them that game, dude. They were blowing.
But for the most part, they haven't had a dominating run blocking performance, and I'd like to see one. For sure.
I do like how they developed in the Iowa game, though. Like I said, I think, like we talked about before, I think in between the tackles, just blow it up. So.
Oh yeah, that those halves were night and day.
Yep.
For the offensive line, so hopefully they build off of that. That's what I'd like to see. Now that we've thrown our nickel into the wishing well, and decided what we'd like to see, what do you expect to see?
Well, I don't think Vernon's gonna say anything bad anyway, so I'll just say, I just don't think it can be that easy just because it's September. But I hope they prove me wrong.
I mean, ESPN's matchup predictor does give 17% chance to Arkansas State.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like we said, like you said, you can't see us hitting the over. I'm the same way. Vernon's on the opposite end of that. But yeah, hope they prove me wrong.
Here's what I expect to see: eggs on y'all's faces next week. All right. Yes, they will prove you wrong. They will earn that 13 rank by another organization. Yes.
I would welcome that. Not so much that I will actually put egg on my face, but hey, if it just like I tell my kids when they ask for my advice and I tell them and they don't like it, I would love to be wrong. Nothing would make me happier than to be wrong. In fact, I would applaud it because that meant that what you wanted happened. That being said, I still don't think it's going to happen, but I don't expect nobody to be knocking down the athletic department's door talking about NIL deal for pancakes. I think it's going to be a pedestrian game. We're going to get some rushing. We're not going to get to the 300 yards that Michigan got, but we're going to get some rushing. I think we're going to get more passing than rushing. That's what I expect. I don't think that they'll, and I think it's just going to be, over time as the game goes on. The Power 5, Power 4 team is just going to take over. That's what I expect to see. it's going to be a slow, gradual takeover. That's what I expect. So, before we get to the predictions and all that, we're going to switch gears a little bit. And something that has been batted around, I've seen stuff on social media, and other conferences have talked about it.
I think even your market said stuff about it.
How do we? Because we got what do we got? Wait, 16 teams.
Yep.
We got 16 teams, and it's been thought of to just have an all-conference schedule. You have 12 games, and all 12 of those opponents are conference opponents. VJ, thumbs up, thumbs down, give it the finger. What are you thinking?
I say thumbs down. I think you want to allow teams to continue any rivalries that they may have. Iowa State, Iowa. Pick just a couple games outside of the conference to either bolster your chances of getting to a bowl game that you want or fight for a national title by playing some legit teams, or picking some Rudy Poot teams like, our brothers out east. I mean, it's so I think there should be some flexibility in the schedule. Wow, I can't believe I'm throwing darts at Iowa. But,
Rudy Poot.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can't believe after last week y'all were bringing up Iowa to me, around me. You trying to get me PTSD? Have me flashback?
Hey, William, he did not say Iowa. He said a Rudy Poot team out east.
That's true. I did say that. Yes.
He did not say.
Sure.
He
That's
did
true.
Not say he did not say the dirty.
Well, we
word.
ain't playing Co. or Kirkland or whoever the hell else is out there.
Yeah, but would you be so? Like next year, we start with Kansas State.
Stupid.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
we could discuss that at a later time. But honestly, you would be more pumped up. Like this week. It's just like you're not
The game's not a sellout yet.
Yeah, you're
Come on
not
now.
right. It's not a sellout. You're not changing your plans to go. Have some big wing ding to watch it. But yeah, I mean, I would hate to see it. I would hate to see it if it was just all conference games because, like BJ said about the Rudy Poots out east, I'd be sad to see that go. But I can see the other side, even though I'm not in favor of having those.
Nah, I'm giving that shit the finger.
Yeah.
No. I mean, first of all, it takes away from potential matchups with other Power Four conferences.
Yep.
I mean, guess what? I for one, I'm not one of those people who says, "Oh my God, we can't lose the Iowa game."
No, I mean,
if we lost it, fine.
yeah.
Let's plug in a Wisconsin. Let's plug in an ACC team. Let's plug in an SEC team. Let's plug in a team from the about to be new Pac-12. Shit. Let's get. Well, I was about to say Memphis, but we go to Memphis enough.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I would. I'm more in favor of no longer playing in damn Dakota schools.
No more Northern.
Get somebody off the schedule. Yeah, get them damn teams off the schedule.
Man.
But no, I just think it takes away. I just think it just takes away from a. I'm just looking this at a pure fan standpoint. No. I mean, we're always going to play those conference teams, but those because you think a lot of those times you know, you need, like we just said, you might need those for the bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially if you're, I mean, if you're on the bottom half of your conference, you definitely need those games. If you're
Yeah.
talking about, I mean,
And
if you're
that's
on the
what
bottom half of the conference and all of a sudden that's all you got,
Yeah. And that's one reason why I think they won't do it, is because there'll be a lot of coaches losing their jobs where, you know, they keep them around at 6. You know, they finish 6-6, even though they only won 3 conference games. You know, they're keeping a job. You know,
still went to the
places.
bowl.
Yeah.
Still generated the revenue for the school. Because
Exactly.
I mean, if you can't generate the revenue for the school, shoot, you're gonna be gone. So yeah, you need those non-conference. Good thing to talk about, to get people talking and all that. Hey, I'll tell you what. People can say whatever they want about the Big Y, but that dude has people talking about the Big 12 as much as any other conference. Just him alone.
Yeah.
He generates the conversation where the dudes in my football group, I think I'm the only person that's a fan of a Big 12 school. But all them SEC dudes know about the Big 12. All them Big 10 dudes, they know about the Big 12. They know more about the Big 12 now than they did 3 years ago when I first started talking to them. But that's just because of the buzz. Every time that dude says something, it gets picked up. I mean, he can read the Gettysburg Address, and he's gonna have some, and they're gonna put cameras and microphones in front of him, and just to see if he says anything else.
I'm sure a lot of that's by design, because he wants, you know, because he knows that the Big 12 has to do that. You know, they can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and that's good.
I mean,
I mean that's fine, because, like, I mean, what did you guys think about the buzz about UConn possibly joining the conference?
I was excited only for women's basketball. That was it.
Yeah. Not men's basketball too.
I mean,
I mean, sure, not really, but
you know, but honestly, I'm like,
they got they got a successful program.
They do. They do.
They won more recently than the women.
Yes.
But
I like Gino. I like the women's program though.
To me,
I mean, it goes without saying.
And it would just be wrong not to see UConn not playing to not have a Big East conference playing in Madison Square Garden. You know, that's what we grew up with. You know, for the Big East tournament, it's just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, but that's. I mean, I could argue too and say the Pac-12 dissolving and they got schools going all over the country. That's not right either. But here we are.
Yes. So
although Rutgers going to the Big Ten, that's laughable, but still, yes.
Same with Maryland.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, but yeah. Shout out to Yormac. Shout out to the Big 12 for going out and getting an entertainment dude who's blowing up the spot. For sure. For sure. Now that we segued, let's go back to the predictions. And I actually think I'm up first this week. Definitely going with a clone victory. I'm going to assume it's going to be clones all the way around. I am looking at $38-3.
Cover, not getting the over.
They are gonna cover, but they're not going to get the over.
I had 30-9 pop in my head. So.
So you got neither. You have not covering.
Yeah,
but I
think
under.
I think it's a it'll feel worse, you know. So.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be entertaining if you're on the Arkansas State side.
Yeah.
No.
BJ, what you got?
38-13.
Are you right at the damn over? You splitting. You split. You pushing. You pushing. You got no money. I think it's going to be passing, so I'm going to go with Rocco as the MVP.
I'm going to go with the D-line blowing it up again. The duo of
Yeah, that's probably where I should have gone since I'm saying they're only getting 3 points.
Dom Orridge and Singleton, all those dudes.
Are you in agreement, BJ, or are you just
So-
giving him a thumbs up?
I'm giving him a thumbs up. I was gonna say that since you went that route.
Man.
Since you went that route,
You can double up. Both of y'all went Rocco last week.
True.
Or
No,
2
you
weeks.
see, yeah. However, I just saw a statistic. I'm going with co-MVP as well, or how we would put this. I'm going with Higgins and Noel. Sorry.
Oh boy. It's Noel.
They're going to catch both touchdown passes to be tied for the most consecutive touchdowns by a duo in the game since 2019.
Interesting. That is interesting.
Definitely.
4, about to get their 5th.
Okay.
I think yeah, I can see that happening.
Nice. 3 for 3. Everybody's in agreement. Preseason, we all took the Cyclones as well, so not a big surprise. I mean, we all took the Cyclones last year. We lost to Ohio, so yeah, anything can happen. That's why you play the game. But yes, all looking for Cyclone victory. There's still tickets available, people. 1:00 start. Go buy them tickets. Go tailgate. Go over to Haunted Forest. Kick it with the Try-Ons. Sperm Flag. Look for that. Ronnie Love will be right next door. Go holler at Ronnie Love. Go on over into the RVs. Look for Clad Lateral, Morgan and them at the sideliner. I believe that's still what that's what it's called. Yeah. So yeah, there's look for P Dubs right outside the stadium. He's not going to be there until right before the game starts. So go ahead. You can catch him probably catch him at Tip Top up until about 11:30. Then I think he's going to roll. He'll probably roll on over. But yeah, I mean, go on out there and possibly support this blowout. Odds makers think it's going to be a blowout, so y'all might as well go ahead and get involved in that. That being said, Pipes, you are going to be in the namesake of this podcast. You're going to be at the sideline.
No. See, we got a problem this week. And see, this is part of my this is an issue with my fandom. So, I'm going to Knotfest with this.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, me as the type of Cyclone fan I am, that's got me worried. I'm not going to be able to do my my regular thing. Not going to have my game day rituals set up. So that's why you got to go with the under. No, is that bad? That's what has me most worried about the game this week. That's it.
The superstitious.
Yes.
Superstitious.
Yes. And how many times that's been right is not funny. Not funny. And even the other way, it just bugs me. So anyway, yeah, that's my issue for the weekend.
Well, I mean, you'll be at Knot Fest, and I'll be at Puffer Billy Days.
What?
Well, at least you'll probably
Yeah.
be watching. At least you'll be watching the game, though, right?
Gerald, and Brandy are having their Puffer Billy Days party. So I will be in Boone. I will be close.
Yeah.
I will be in Boone, and I mean, Brandy's a Cyclone graduate, so she'll be wanting to. So the majority of the party is in the morning anyway, because that's when they do the parade and all that. So at 1:00, yeah, I'll be ready to watch the game.
Are you still gonna be there for the game, or are you gonna try to head somewhere and watch the game?
No, I was gonna watch it there.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I will be able to watch the game. I will be there for that. So, and making it 3 for 3, VJ.
I'm also going to be away from home. I'll be up in Duluth watching some volleyball.
Nice.
I'll be able to catch the first 45 minutes of the game, though.
Cool.
Home opener.
Fired up. How you feeling about that?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her, and so it'll be cool.
That is cool.
It's been almost a month, haven't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be nice. If you don't know, VJ's daughter Zeta plays volleyball for. They don't use the University of Minnesota anymore, do they?
No, it's Duluth.
They dropped that part. I think most of the schools have dropped that.
Yeah.
So they're just Duluth.
Yeah.
What's the
So yeah, she goes to Duluth.
Bulldogs. So
Duluth Bulldogs.
Heather's like, yeah, 2 thumbs up on that one.
She's like, you're gonna be a Bulldog one way or the other, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I didn't even think about that. Double the Bulldogs in the family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out to Drake Bulldogs. What? So yes, I mean, Zeta followed in her mother's footsteps.
Yeah.
College volleyball player Drake for mom, college volleyball player for daughter. So you know what? I mean, none of us are going to have a hurdler, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. But no, so none of the Side Eye podcasts will be in their normal locations for the game. Well, actually, VJ will, because he's usually on the road anyway. So he will be the only one who's in their normal
That's true.
location. So if something bad comes, the way that can go on Pipes and I.
I'm telling you, dude.
Okay, so pop back to Knotfest. Who's the headliner?
Slipknot.
Oh, it is Slipknot.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah.
All right.
And but yeah, dude. So it starts at 11. Slipknot goes on at 9. You know. Yes. Yeah, and I haven't done a metal festival in 20 some years, but obviously I'm like, tickets now are like $100 a person. I'm like, well, we get. She's never been to a festival. I'm like, well, we got to do the whole thing. So I'm trying to figure out.
Shit, I've never been to a festival.
Yeah. So yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to pace this.
So, besides Slipknot, is there anybody that you're excited to see?
Yeah, Hatebreed, Guar. Yeah, there's some.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Damn, they're still playing.
Yeah.
Guar.
Yeah.
They still come out and all that funky ass.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
So yeah. So whenever we go to concerts together, she always gets us in the front row. Or in the first 3 rows, and I'm like,
oh Lord.
I'm like, we might not want to do that for Guar.
Oh hell no. We're gonna be a 2-man band after that shit.
Oh shoot. So no, ooh. Yeah, and like the lead guy for, I'm not a Rammstein fan, but the lead guy for them's gonna be doing a solo set, but he's like he's like right under the headliner. So I don't know. We'll see.
Damn.
Yeah,
I lost a bet if you just said is Guar still performing?
But yeah, then again, there's 13 bands, and I only know 3 of them. So be interesting.
Mm. Well, about to get introduced to some new music.
Yeah, I mean, I've been checking some of it out on online, obviously, so I have an idea. So, there's some decent young bands. It seem like so.
Okay. Cool. Well, that sounds like everybody be having fun. Apparently, there's going to be a band at Gerald's place. I don't know who they are,
Wow.
but
Did you gotta give me more heads up on this stuff?
I mean, I didn't realize about the band. That was just a late thing I just found out about.
Nice.
But they'll be next year.
Yep.
Next year. Well, usually it's not this late. It's usually in August.
What is it?
Yep.
Because we had some dudes from Boone. It seemed. Yeah.
Yeah. The last 2 years, it's been like the second week in August. So when he sent me, he told me about it this year, I was just like, September, really? He's like, yeah, they moved it.
Really? I
So-
was thought it was in September.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe it was from before,
Yeah.
but yeah, like the last 2. Well, since they started having a party, it's been in August.
Okay.
So, yeah. So definitely, we can plan on Puffer Billy Days 2025.
Yes.
Remote satellite.
We'll do the podcast from there.
There you go. There you go.
Be
So
backstage and stuff.
yeah, exactly. Backstage with the house band.
Backstage next to the keg.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we got our own house. We can. Maybe these dudes are good. We can get our own house band.
Oh shit.
Cool. All right, people. Well, there you have it. 3 picks, 3 clones. Nobody thinks it's going to be close. So, from our predictions to the Cyclone players, go handle your business. We told you, get out there and pack that jack. And is there a color theme or anything this weekend?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's Hall of Fame weekend.
Wear whatever you want to wear and get in the jack. Go see the Hall of Famers. And hey, y'all know how we do it. Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.